What's going on, guys? This is That's me, and I'm coming to you with a brand new deck profile today. And today I wanted to show you guys my 60 card Lightsworn deck. I feel like this is the best budget deck at the moment that's actually competitive, as opposed to something like ABC, just because of the way they can spam the board and actually play Link Monsters a little bit more efficiently, whereas ABC you just kind of really rely on Decode Talker. But even though it is kind of RNG the deck, I do enjoy this deck because it can do some ridiculous things. Anyway, moving on into the deck profile, we're playing 2 Raiden, 2 Wolf, and 1 Minerva. If you're wondering about the ratios, you only need 2 Raiden. You only want 2 Wolf because if you have 3, you're going to probably open it in a 60 card deck. I know that sounds crazy, but you will. And then the 1 Minerva, just because it's an extra level 3 tuner. If you open it and you have the Brilliant play, you can make an Omega with Seraphonite. It can also literally unbrick your hands just by milling it, so it's really good in those cases. 3 of your mini WinCon, 3 Snow. Literally, this has saved me in so many games, and it can literally just stop your opponent cold if you play it and time it correctly. One of my favorite things to do, for example, can Spiral if they don't open the field spell and they use their quick fix search for the field spell, which is obviously if they brick a little bit. You summon the Snow from the graveyard and you Book of Moon their quick fix because of the fact that it kind of stops their play. I just like the card a lot, and the fact that it's a recurable level 4 is pretty good. For the plants, we're playing 3 Lone Fire, 3 Scorpio, 1 Cobra, and 1 Spore. I feel like this is probably one of the most important engines of the deck. Yes, the zombie engine is very powerful because it can spit out Omegas like crazy, but this is what really gets the deck going just because of the fact that it gives you a Decode Talker, like the Scorpios anyway. Gives you a Decode Talker, gives you a level 4 Minerva. It's like, if you open this and any other monster, you will end with a Decode Talker and a Minerva at the minimum. And if you open Spore and you open the zombie combo, you can make triple Omega, which I have done actually a few times. So that's why I play Spore. It's a tuner that you can summon straight from the graveyard. It can also make itself level 4. It's just really good in very weird scenarios. So I also play 3 Lone Fire because of the fact that I play a 60 card version of the deck. If it was more of like a 40 card Lightsworn, I would only be playing 2. 3 Solitaire for the zombies. 3 Mizuki, obviously, because you want to recur your Solitaires or Unizombies as much as possible. 1 Gozuki for the double Omega play, and 1 Spirit Master because banishing this and Solitaire together off of Snow is broken. For the hand traps, we play a lot of them. 3 Gamma and your first Garnet of the deck. Basically, I don't have Ash, so that's why we're playing this. And if they are bad and they Ash the Lone Fire, you can make it Omega with this, so why not? 3 Ghost Ogre. I'm playing 3 because you have the room and you're probably going to mill at least 1. Maining this 3 Drone Lock, I feel like it's actually really good. I can't tell you how many times I've opened this card, and I just love this card to death. 1 Max C because it's Max C. For the random monsters, I guess, 2 Goblinberg. It helps you on brick. It's free level 4 or whatever, or rank 4, excuse me. Your Brilliant target and Trick Clown. 1,000 Blades for when you do your Scorpio combo. You basically summon Scorpio, activate its effects, get the Cobra, search out the Brilliant Fusion. You then make X-Saber Invoker. Use Invoker to bring out this guy, then make Mrs. Radiant, then activate Brilliant, so you get a free rank 4 off of Trick Clown and 1,000 Blades. So, pretty simple off of that. Play 1 Giant Rex. It's just easy to banish. It's another free level 4. And for the last monster, our second Garnet of the deck, you don't draw this. You don't want to draw this. You don't want to mill it, but you want to activate Brilliant Fusion as soon as possible in this deck. That's literally one of the best combos in the deck. So, yeah. Nevertheless, I still open Garnet in more games that I would like. 3 Brilliant Fusion, unfortunately not ulti, but 3 Brilliant nonetheless. It's one of the most powerful spells in the deck, just because it gets all your plays going. 3 charge because it's charge. You get free mills, you get a search. It's good. This is also another reason why I play Minerva, by the way, the baby Minerva anyway, just because I will typically mill the Raidens, and if you get this late game, it's super bad. So you want the extra target for it just so you can get the extra mills if you really need it. 3 left arm offering. I know a lot of people don't like playing this card specifically because of Ash, but I found that a lot of people don't actually Ash the left arm offering, and they wait to see if you go for the that grass looks greener because that's what they expect. Because if they Ash this, you still at least have the grass looks greener in the deck, and you can still use it later. Whereas if they wait to Ash that grass looks greener, you can't use it again for the rest of the duel. And that's if they're good. If they're bad, they'll Ash this. But you can also search out some other more powerful spells, such as Soul Charge, which I've had a couple games where I misplay and I search the wrong card. But that's just because I'm bad at the game. 3 Pot of Desires, because it's Pot of Desires and you're playing a 60-card deck, so 3's fine. 2 Twin Twisters, because I don't have Galaxy Cyclone, and 2 is fine. 1 that grass looks greener, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Soul Charge. These are your only one-offs. Foolish Burial, if you open this, it's ridiculous. Soul Charge is ridiculous. That grass looks green is ridiculous. That's why they're all at 1. So yeah, we play them for that. Moving on to the extra deck. 1 fusion target, Brilliant Fusion target is your Seraphonite. This is the only one you'll ever need. Yeah. 3 Omega, 3 greens and 1 red anyway. 3 Omega and 1 Scarlet Red Archfiend. These are only level 8s you're gonna make. Typically, you'll make this if you're losing. that's really when you're gonna be summoning this, or you're going in for the kill. So it's but yeah, you're mostly just making the Omegas. Next, your 1 Invoker for your Brilliant Fusion play, because it just helps you further your game state. 1 Dweller, honestly, this is just here because it's an easy card to summon off of, well, it's an easy rank 4 to make and then continue plays with, as well as the fact that it does what it does. It's Dweller. Like, Tornado Dragon, an amazing card. If you open this and instead don't make the Minerva against Spiral, for example, you do your regular Brilliant Fusion play, make Deco Talker, and then make this against Spiral, you have a really good shot at winning. It's just putting it out there, and then if you can do the Omega play, then you're pretty set. 1 Baguska, because it's Baguska. Like, honestly, sometimes I wish I could play 2. 1 Minerva, another card I wish I could play 2 of. I honestly like this at 2, but I'm playing it for 1 at the moment just because I realize that there are cards that are better to play in more scenarios, really. For the links, 1 Proxy Dragon, 1 Mrs. Radiant for your rank 2s, or link 2s, excuse me. I think I go into this the least out of my entire extra deck, other than maybe Firewall Dragon, but Mrs. Radiant you need for the Brilliant Fusion combo. Deco Talker, easiest link 3 that you can have, like, yeah, done. And then finally for the link 4s, 1 Borolo Dragon, because it's ridiculous. This will literally win you games, and then we'll Firewall Dragon. Other than Proxy Dragon, this is probably the other card that I go into the least. If you wanted to pick up this deck, I would recommend cutting this if you really want to play something else, just because it's so rare when you actually go into this, but it can still unbrick you and shuffle cards back into the deck, or bring back your hand traps, which are also really nice. So, Firewall Dragon, yeah, it's in this deck. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching this deck profile. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, have a nice day.